Hey everyone, my name is Derek McCurry and I'm the owner of Stubby Nozzle Company. I wanted to make this video to address 3 of the most commonly asked questions I get about our Stubby Car Drying Nozzles and the Ego leaf blowers. So one is I'm going to give you my personal take on the pros and cons or the differences between the portfolio of Ego leaf blowers here. 2, I want to show you how the fitment of the stock blower tube that comes with the leaf blowers compares to our Stubby Car Drying Nozzles. And then 3, show you some real world durability testing of just how strong our 3D printed Stubby Car Drying Nozzles can actually be. So first off, just kind of comparing the different leaf blowers. And again, these are my personal experiences. This is not sponsored by Ego. I paid for all of these leaf blowers myself. My experiences with these and where I think it can fit with different budgets. So from left to right, what we've got here is the Ego 530, the Ego 650, and the Ego 765. I think these are the most popular leaf blowers that Ego sells. These are the ones that are sold at Lowe's and Ace Hardware and other retailers. So from left to right, here's my take. So the Ego 530 is the best value leaf blower on the market. I bought my Ego 530 about 4 years ago when I first moved into my house. It's 530 stands for 530 CFM or cubic feet per minute of air. I think it's $180 with a 2.5 amp hour battery, which is enough to dry a car, by the way. But for the money, it's by far the best value leaf blower in the market. I've got a very detailed spreadsheet on price per CFM for a bunch of different leaf blowers that I'm going to publish later. But Ego 530, best value out there. Ego 650. Ego 650 used to be Ego's flagship product until the 765 came out. Honestly, the power difference between the two is negligible in my opinion. Where the 765 shines over the 650 is in how quiet or loud it is, rather. So the 765 is a good bit more quiet than the 650, and then the 765 is also more efficient than the 650. So if you're using the same 5 amp hour battery that comes with both blowers, the 765 is going to last longer. You can probably do multiple vehicles with the 765. I haven't done any real world testing between the two. But I know that this is gonna last longer. By the way, I've got a separate video on the 765. You can dry a car in under 2 minutes with the 765. One thing I want to point out is that any leaf blower that we sell a Stubby Car Drying Nozzle for is going to dry off your vehicle. It's just a matter of how quickly or how efficiently it does it. Is the differences between these leaf blowers. The one other thing that I want to highlight about the 765 over the 650 that I don't think any other reviews on YouTube have pointed out is this handle here. So if you're drying off a car, most of the time you're holding it upside down like this, and this new handle or base that they have in the leaf blower is perfect whether you're right-handed or left-handed. You're typically pointing your leaf blower downward to push the water off of the vehicle, and so this handle's great. It's not as great on the 650. So that's my take on the different the most popular Ego leaf blowers here. The next thing I want to talk about is the fitment of the stock blower tube compared to our Ego Stubby Car Drying Nozzle. So, and I'm going to use the 650 for this demonstration. So I'll remove the stubby nozzle and install the stock tube here. So Ego's done a great job with the stock blower tube. They've got this nice spring-loaded latching mechanism that makes it really easy to take the tube on and off. The one thing that I want to point out is that even the OEM blower tube here has a little bit of play. All right, so I'll hold this up closer to the camera, and I'm kind of torquing it up and down. You'll see that there's a tad bit of play there. So every product is going to have manufacturing tolerances and a little bit of play, but they've done a good job with the latch there. Now, how does that compare to the Stubby Car Drying Nozzle? And to install this, you see this little feature here. You just want to make sure that's lined up with the tab on the blower, and then it snaps right on. So I'm going to do the same thing, kind of torque it up and down, hold it up close to the camera, torque it up and down. It's got a similar level of play to it as the stock blower tube does. And why is that? So I 3D print these as one solid piece. And the way it works is there's an internal snap fit latch mechanism in there. And because this is one solid piece, in order to get it off, you have to squeeze the nozzle at the top and the bottom. That bows the sides outwards and allows you to pull the nozzle off with your other hand. So another common question is, or concern is that, is the nozzle going to come flying off and hit my car and damage the paintwork? Absolutely not. So I'll show you firsthand. That thing's on there. It's not coming off unless you followed the directions that I just showed a minute ago. So nozzle's not coming off. I'll run the blower. The only way it's coming off is if you did what I showed and squeeze at the top and bottom, pull outwards with the other hand. Okay, so that's how the fitment of the stock blower tube and the stubby nozzle compare to each other. Now what I want to do is go outside and show you some real world durability testing of me dropping the Stubby Car Drying Nozzle from various heights and showing you just how strong these 3D printed parts can actually be. They're 3D printed on high-end consumer desktop 3D printers. They're printed in PETG plastic, which is what most water bottles are made out of. So it's a fairly durable and ductile material. You can see it's got a good bit of flex here. Some customers feel like that makes it feel cheap. It's not cheap. That's what gives you your strength or your durability is that flex in the product. So you want that. So yeah, let's go outside and I'll show you some of the durability testing.